When we were thinking about designing the bar, we're always looking for inspiration for the projects in the backyard, and inspiration for the front of the bar came from this restaurant in Asbury Park, New Jersey. We went there with friends, had some dinner, had a great time, and this is a picture from their website at the watermark. The front of the bar is varying heights of wood on the front of the bar. It looked great, gave me some inspiration. I did a little bit different, but as always, started simply with some pole-based construction, dig some holes and throw some poles in. And then brace it with some cross braces horizontally. Added another cross brace horizontally at the bottom and used some lag bolts just to kind of make sure that's sturdy. And then you can see back there we created some shelving units. Again, simple construction. 2x4 rectangle at the top, approximately the size we need to hold all of our stuff. Second rectangle at the bottom, and then we added some vertical 2x4s and screwed those into the inside of those 2x4 rectangles. And add a little 1x1 for some shelf supports, and you have yourself a little rack to place all your liquor in, liquor bottles. And those supports at the top line up with the beam, the horizontal beam across the front of the bar. In hindsight, I should have made the shelving systems taller so they would just line up on their own, but I did have to add those chocks there and screw those in so it would have good support and keep it somewhat level for the bar top. And there's the first look at the bar top, which is a butcher block dining room table sliced down the middle, and then 2 square holes cut to allow the holes to be pushed through. Heck of a time getting that heavy bar top on there because those poles had twisted over the winter between installing the poles and starting on the bar again. So it was a lot of fun, but we got it done. It's built sturdy. The shelving units can hold me, so I guess we did okay there, and that's us staining the bar and getting ready for the next step, which will be the bar front. And kind of looking out of the kitchen window and seeing the bar kind of completed, that kind of got things moving along and inspired us to get this thing done so we can enjoy it. So there it is, all stained up, and again, time for the front of the bar, which break out the tools and grab some cheap labor. And what we did is we took landscape timbers and cut them to varying lengths, 7 different lengths in all. And then my daughter helped us kind of move everything around so no 2 lengths that were the same length were alongside of each other to kind of get the look we were going for. She spent some time on that and really kind of did a meticulous job of making sure they were all good, and it came out great. We're very happy with the results. That's it. Construction adhesive and screws. We'll attach it to a thick piece of plywood with some reinforcement, and that's our bar front. Very happy with the results. I did clean up those corners with some 4x4s cut down the sides, and you'll see those pillars in later pictures during this video. And there's my daughter, proud of her work. We're proud of her. She did a great job. So we thank you for watching Suburban Jersey Dad on YouTube, and we hope you'll subscribe to the channel. But if you liked the video, we appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button, and as always, hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when we add additional videos. So the original bar top made of the dining room table cut in half did not survive with the weather. The sun beat it up, it started peeling and started coming apart. So I grabbed some plywood, ordered some copper from colorcopper.com, and did my first tin knocking job adding that copper to this bar top. And with 2-part epoxy added to the top, it just really came out great. It kind of amazed us. It was my easiest and most straightforward 2-part epoxy job that I've ever done, and it came out like glass. So if you were wondering if all the effort to get these heights right and do all this extra work to get the front of the bar the way we wanted it, and if we were happy with it, the answer is a resounding yes. Once we added the LEDs underneath the bar and saw the shadows and light across those pieces of wood, the answer is yes, it was definitely worth it. And while not exactly like the original bar and inspiration for it, it served its purpose, and it looks the way we wanted it. On to the next step, to add a pad for bar stools using concrete at the front of the bar. We saw our friend Mike there. Mike also helped install the poles on the above ground pool deck. Mike, as I've said before, likes to dig holes. You can almost say it's his life's work. And there's my son getting into the act, kind of smoothing the cement out. Inside our kitchen, we have a metal letter M with filigree, and thought, hey, maybe that would look good if we pressed it into the cement. So after we smoothed things out, we tried it. We let things set up first and tried the M in there, and it came out great. Once the concrete was dry, it looks fantastic. And then my wife and kids and I all pressed our hands into the corners of the concrete for that final touch. Could see some finished product here. Most of the questions that I get about this bar are about the bar top, and no, it does not look like glass anymore. It's kind of taken on a leather-bound book look to the top of it, which is great. Still looks good, still works, waterproof, and still getting some use out of it. We have made a bunch of changes since this video was made. That little white refrigerator was not cutting it. We did add a large drink cooler and a lot more bottles of booze to this bar. You can see our glassware hanging there. The addition of a margarita machine was a nice touch. And this is kind of how you see the bar when you come into the yard. And we're getting a lot of use out of it. Be on the lookout for our first YouTube short showing you a couple changes made to the bar since this was filmed, and some additions that we'd like to show you. We hope you're enjoying the videos on Suburban Jersey Dad on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that notification bell once you subscribe, and as always, a like always helps. We're also on Instagram at Suburban Jersey Dad, and recently added an account to TikTok, so feel free to have a chuckle as I try and figure TikTok out. And we're on Facebook at Suburban Jersey Dad. Just want to thank you for watching the channel, and feel free to comment any questions or comments below. And we'll see you on the next one.